Hello, sweet souls. I am Dani Palacio, and I am happy to be back. This is a Waking Moment podcast, and I am grateful you are joining me. And as a gentle reminder, please like, subscribe, follow, send to friends, family, coworkers, people that you might think that this could be interesting for them. I would deeply appreciate it. Thank you. So this week, I want to talk about returning to the heart. Returning to your heart. There is a lot going on in our world. And even when there's not this chaotic political war versus peace, traumas, atrocities, challenges, difficulties, so many words for it. Life in general can be very turbulent. We like to be positive, which I love. My cup is always half full, but that doesn't mean that I don't have times of challenge. It doesn't mean that there isn't times for me to stop and tune back into my heart, to the rhythm of my heart, to the frequency of my heart. The heart is physical, right? And we can feel it beating in our chest. And there is an energetic heart that has a high frequency, that is the energy center for love, for compassion, for kindness. And it brings all the other energy centers, the chakras, into more alignment. And when we are aware of where we are on this spectrum of complete unconditional love and peace to chaos and spun out and overwhelmed and full of fear and anxiety, and it's a spectrum. We're going to go in and out of that throughout the day, maybe even throughout a conversation. Either way, I want to talk about some simple practices and give a few of my own personal guidelines around how I tend to manage and become aware and then choose. Really, it's about a choice to be in my heart. So let's start with where we're putting our focus. It's very easy to get bought into or 100% agree with the given topic, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be the world. It could be a family member or a family situation, or it could be a health issue. And we get our minds focused on that. And most humans want to know and understand. So we're going to do the research. We're going to Google. We're going to find out information. We're going to find the data. We're going to read articles. We might even buy books. We go deep in, right? And that's a beautiful quality to have as a human. It also needs balance. So as much time as you spend searching for answers outside of yourself, do you spend the same amount of time searching for answers within yourself? And that means that you are slowing down, that you are resting, that you are listening to your body. Is your body giving you signals like pain, stiffness, tiredness? Does your brain feel a little foggy because there's so much information and so many feelings that are flowing through you that you don't quite know where to even begin? If any of this rings true for you, I want to invite you in this moment to just take a nice, slow, deep breath in. Breathe in through your nose, so big, long breath in, and then breathe out through your mouth. And do that as many times as you need to feel a shift. And you will feel a shift. Just keep breathing. And those big, deep breaths, you can even imagine as you're breathing in, your whole body is filling up with life force, with love, with joy, with the thing that you desire. And then the exhale is letting go of all the things that no longer serve you, that are not in alignment to the thing that you desire. And focus on the heart when you breathe. We focus on the lungs expanding and our bellies expanding and contracting. But I want you to focus on your heart. This energy center is so profound. It's probably the most ruling energy center within the chakra system. And so I'm going to link the chakra episode that covers the heart chakra. And so please, if you haven't seen that one, take a listen. So breath is one way, right? Slowing down is another way. But how do you stop reaching externally and start focusing internally to your heart, returning to your heart, your truth, your love. Now you can direct that truth and that love anywhere you want it. But I want to encourage you to give it to yourself first. There is a tendency in the world to not give it to yourself. If we have any extra energy, if we have any extra love, if we feel abundant and flowing, we give it to others. And that can be very beautiful. It's being of service. But I've talked about this before. If your cup isn't overflowing, you can't give authentically, which means you don't love authentically. And that's my truth and my understanding. And if you think about it, this is my cup and it's half full and I'm trying to give from it. Like I got it. It's efforting to get that love, that energy out of the cup. But if you give it to yourself first and you fill that cup back up, and so your whole cup is full, then all of a sudden it starts to overflow like effortlessly. If you keep giving love to yourself and you keep giving those internal hugs and that affirmation that I am enough and I am worthy and I am beautiful and I am smart and I am capable and I can have all that I desire and so many more affirmations, you pick yours. The cup just flows. It's like a fountain at that point, right? It's like a waterfall. And the love and the joy and the possibility and the desire to serve and to support naturally happens. We don't have to effort to make it happen. So I want to invite you back into your heart. I want to invite you into the chamber of your heart. Because only there is there real truth. The spark of God lives inside your heart. And you are the spark of God. You are the drop of the eternal essence that is life. And if you don't like the word God, change it to whatever you want. But when I think about it, I do think of an energy that is so eternally, unconditionally loving. And when we connect to that source, that energy flows in us and through us and out of us. So take another slow, deep breath. Just let that sink in. Let it settle into your awareness. Invite it into your heart space. That returning to your heart is one of the most important and critical acts of every day. And we jump out of our heart, by the way. Like fear comes in, overwhelm comes in. Are you going to get that done? Am I running late? Did I piss someone off? Did I offend someone? Was I not kind? Like all of it, even like work, right? Work is great because work is your job and job pays money and money helps enable the flow of the 3D world. And so if you're overwhelmed by work, which often happens, you get a project or you get 5 projects and all the due dates are like lining up on top of each other and you're going to work, 40, 60 hours a week. You're going to work 7 days a week until the project is done. Gently remind yourself to take a breath and return to your heart. Because when you find and feel that love, that softness, that kindness, that compassion for yourself, you will have it for others. And when you're in a group environment and you're working together as a team, this is critically important to not forget that we are energy as humans and we can be brilliant. We can be multitasking. We can be multifaceted. But when the cup starts to drain and you're not refilling yourself with the things that you love, so I'm not even going to tell you what that is, just the things that give you joy and the things you love. For me, that's my cat Violet. It's observing a beautiful flower in nature. It is the sweet song of birds in the morning. It is the nothingness that I feel when I lay down on my bed and just rest, just not do anything, but lay there. It feels really good. And on other days, it's other things, right? So, how do you return to your heart? when you're so focused externally and you forget that you even have a heart, that this heart energy exists no matter what. And like anything, let's say a garden, when you tend to it, it's beautiful, and plants and flowers and vegetables and all the things in the garden grow. You're watering it, you're fertilizing it, you're singing to it, maybe you're spending time with it. It's wonderful. But when you neglect that garden, when you don't go visit, when you don't water it, when you don't tend to it, the plants in the garden will start to wilt, will start to struggle to grow deeper roots, will start to struggle to produce fruit and vegetables. We're much like that garden. It's very similar. We humans need to be tended to, and no one's going to tend to you other than you. You can go get a massage. You can go get a pedicure. You can take yourself on a walk. You can play with your kids, play with your animals. You can drive out to the coast and breathe in all of that negative ion energy that helps us balance all the rest that is us. So I really felt like this week was important to remind you that unplug. It's okay. Everything that was there, if it's meant to be, it'll still be there once you fill yourself back up and you return to your heart. There's a lot of conditioning that happens in this world, particularly now. I feel like conditioning expectations have grown. And I just want you to know that you don't have to subscribe to them. You get to be you. And if somebody has an expectation of you, that's not fair. And if you have an expectation of someone else, don't. The more we can be in the present moment and we can allow what is to be, we can choose what is in alignment, what feels good, what nourishes us, and we don't have to apologize for it. We can just own it and we can receive it, and it can help us be more of who we are, the authentic self. And in the authentic self, you get to grow and change all the time. So maybe my authentic self 5 minutes ago was that. And maybe in this moment now, based on what I've shared and the energy that I've started to feel, maybe that authentic self 5 minutes ago is different than now. I actually feel a lot happier. I feel more connected. I feel such gratitude for this platform. And I want you to experience that in your own way. So, whatever you need to do to return to your heart, listen to music, dance, eat a delicious piece of fruit, go for a walk, rest, take a nap, uh, journal, call a friend. There's so many things that could return you to your heart, but you just have to choose it. Like, it's hard to get back into your heart if you're not aware that you need to be in your heart, right? So this is a reminder: be in your heart. Honor your heart. Listen to your heart. Invite in all the things that you love into your heart. Let your heart energy, that beautiful, expansive, unconditional, high frequency energy, just ripple out into every cell of your being, and then into the room, and then into the house, and into all the people that you're going to encounter. And see how your day goes. When you send love out, energetically, vibrationally out before you go, like, let's say you're walking down a path and you emanate that energy out in front of you, guess what? You're walking in love. And that is so affirmative of all that is available. And it also sends a message to everything that is before you that love is coming, and that is an invitation to love. I know it can sound woo-woo, but it's not. It's science. There's a whole organization, I believe it's heart math, heart coherence. When you look into that, there are schools and books and classes and meditations all about that. I actually took a class when I used to work at Intel, and I was surprised that one of the employee groups was offering it, but I was like, heart math at Intel, I'm going to go. And it was full of engineers and project managers and marketing managers, communication managers, all the people. And it was a big class, and it was beautiful to think about bringing that energy into a corporation as coworkers, that we could maybe definitely shift ourselves, but we could maybe shift the environment in a way that allowed us to feel seen and heard and honored from the heart and be highly productive. I think it was possible. I think it is possible. I want you to know I love you, and that love is unconditional. And I send you big energy hugs, and I see you, and I honor you, and you're not alone. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, please put your hand on your heart and take a deep breath. Let your hand feel the rhythm of your heart. It's a unique signature. No one else has that but you. And we all have our own. So give yourself permission to be in the heart and to return to it as many times as you need. There's no right or wrong here, just practice. So I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for joining, and have a wonderful next moment.